We have an update on a recall gathering nationwide attention. 5 Johnson & Johnson sunscreen products are no longer in your local stores. After it's discovered they may have contained dangerous benzene, but these kinds of discoveries don't always lead to action. And tonight, a KTK News investigation, months in the making, a study conducted by the same labs revealing this extremely toxic chemical may also be in common hand sanitizers still being used every day.
Yeah, KTK Today anchor Perry Elliott-Arani looked into these products and why they're still on store shelves in this KETK special report, Poisoned Protection.
Our investigation began in March when independent lab ValueSure announced it detected high levels of benzene, a known carcinogen, in batches of commonly sold hand sanitizers.
Honestly, I thought at the time that probably was a waste. Like, why look for something that has been banned for so long?
But after testing hundreds of sanitizers, ValueSure CEO David Light says the benzene problem becoming clear. Some products testing at 8 times what the FDA currently allows. And the FDA says it only accepts that small level to help manufacturers meet high pandemic demand. The amount of benzene it normally allows is 0.
The FDA even says, this should not be used, period.
So ValueSure petitioned the FDA to issue a recall for these products, citing public health concerns about benzene. Studies show that the carcinogen absorbs through the skin. And the chief scientist at the Environmental Working Group tells us with products that are reapplied like hand sanitizer, consumers could be exposing themselves several times a day.
So it seems pretty straightforward from a public health perspective. These are products that shouldn't be on the market.
But they are. Weeks after ValueSure's petition, we found retailers still selling 7 of these products online, some even on clearance, and a couple of these potentially harmful products still on store shelves, including Walmart's, where we purchased hand sanitizer by Art Naturals, batches of which tested for the highest concentration of benzene in ValueSure's report. And at Hobby Lobby, a hand sanitizer with Baby Yoda on the label, batches of this product made by Best Brands, not only testing 2 times over the FDA limit for benzene, but according to Andrews, has branding that appeals to children who are especially vulnerable.
It's during those critical periods of development where chemicals can have more potent effects.
Now, Light acknowledges that recalls do take time. Retailers may not know that the brands manufacturing the products are exceeding FDA limits, and the manufacturers themselves may not know until a report like this one comes out. And to complicate things, Light says not all batches are the same.
Could have been made in different facilities, could have been made with different batches of alcohol that might have been contaminated. It is impossible for us to know.
So we held our investigation, while the FDA told us they're looking into ValueSure's research. But flash forward over 3 months, and the FDA tells us there are no updates. So we followed up with ValueSure's CEO.
It's frustrating that it's taken this long.
20 out of the 21 hand sanitizers that ValueSure said have batches with high benzene remain on the market, including those products we found months ago at Walmart and Hobby Lobby. And without testing each batch, there's no way for consumers to know the levels of benzene in these products. We reached out to both retailers and product manufacturers for an interview. All declined or didn't respond. But the manufacturers for the Baby Yoda hand sanitizer did issue a statement to KTK News, writing, "As soon as we learned of the petition sent to the FDA, Best Brands thoroughly investigated and no benzene was detected in any of the samples, including the one lot named in the petition." Light is standing behind his company's research, noting that it was verified by 2 other labs, including one at Yale.
The bottles that we've analyzed in our facilities that we bought in the stores here, around in Connecticut and other retailers, the benzene is very clear and the science is very solid.
What this testing shows is that this company found and alerted the FDA to numerous products that weren't even meeting their weakened standards under COVID, and yet the FDA hasn't done anything.
Light says that may be due to the fact that the FDA can't actually force companies into recalls.
And so that they can request that a manufacturer does a recall, but recalls are really up to the manufacturers to conduct.
In a statement, the FDA writes that it, quote, continues to test hand sanitizer products and proactively work with companies when appropriate to recall products. But the Environmental Working Group says relying on manufacturers to do the right thing isn't always a safe bet.
It seems like it should be straightforward that when companies test their products for contamination, they should send that information to the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, so that they can make a determination whether or not it should stay on store shelves.
In the absence of stricter FDA rules, Andrews says the only option people really have is to look up studies for these kinds of products yourself and hope that they're still accurate. And while it may not give you a quick answer, you can actually send in these products to labs like ValueSure. They'll test it for free and send you the results.
The more data we're able to collect on these issues, hopefully the faster we can get action on them.
Providing some peace of mind in an environment where Light says consumers can get very little. Perry Eliadarani, KTK News.
There are a lot of products included in ValueSure's study. The company says fewer than 20% of them tested at high benzene levels. If you want to check out your home for these products, we've included a link to their full report on our website, ketk.com.